Well, good morning, YouTubers. I dropped my camera, or it actually fell off the truck yesterday. Messed it up, so I didn't get to do the rest of this, but I got this all patched right there, and I painted it with this Rust-Oleum, and got that side painted. I didn't paint the floorboard because this rust converter was still drying. Let's take a look at the other side. Here's this side. Looked like the paint dried pretty good. Get a little line on it. This was a kind of a big old hole here, but I did get it welded up good, and got it painted black. Got some rust holes where it went through here, but the plan today is to just finish painting all this floor black and let it dry. Black paint don't look too bad. And I cut those patch panels out of my I got this little tailgate here off another Ford, and I didn't really want to cut it up, but it is good sheet metal and it's plenty thick, so I'll do that. I had drained this last time. Looked like there was some more rust come out of it. I need to fill that motor up again with water. Anyway, that's the plan for today. It's Sunday. Not a lot going on. And that's what I'm going to do to this bed right now. This is the carpet that come out of the floor. The bed looks about like this step here. I don't think it's near as bad, but I'm not really going to try to mess with this. In fact, I'm not even going to put carpet in it. I'm just going to paint it all black. And what you see is what you got. Nothing hidden in here. And I will paint the dash good. I got another glove box with a needs to go on it. So then I'll just primer all this dash and probably this bottom part of here. I might do the whole inside of the cab, probably will. And still got to knock that dent out of there. I think I'll probably just put a port of power and a big board and try to pop that out. Got a dent in the board over there. I ordered a new fuel sending unit. Anyway, this camera I bought has got a place for a remote mic, and I had a wireless mic for it, but I couldn't get the mic to work, so since I killed my other camera, I'll be using this one. I don't like the microphone on it. It picks up wind and stuff real bad, so maybe it'll be okay for what I'm doing right now. Alright, it's all painted up. Got my fan sitting in here blowing across it. I was almost out of paint, so I mixed it with acetone. But I think it'll look good. I'm gonna try to pull this panel off of here. I got this big dent in the door. It's been bugging me every time I look at it. I'm just going to try to knock this thing out of here and see what results I get. Well, I found a old baseball bat back there. I was able to knock some of this out. The majority of it's out already. So we've got some right in here. I don't know how well this baseball bat works, but I'll try to get this kink out right in this area, and that should pop this whole thing in. It's oil canning right now. Take a look and see what tools I got. Maybe I can fix that. Well, a little hammering from the inside with a wood block. Got most of that out. Still got a little dent right here. A lot of it out. Still a low spot. Got a kink right here in the bottom. I don't know if I can get to it or not. Still reach. Skins actually loose here on the door. Yeah, it's just getting away from the door itself. So to get that, I have to get rid of this rubber. And probably beat this flat and put a little weld on it, and then maybe I can pound it out. We'll see what I can do about fixing it. Well, it looks like the door skin itself pulled away from the frame, so I put a C-clamp on it here. And what I'm going to try to do is weld it to that brace right there. A lot of rust in it and I can't get to it, but I think I can manage to burn something into that and just tack weld this and put a patch right there so it'll hold that corner, and I can probably get it strong enough to hold it straight. Probably burn through that skin on the outside, but that's alright. If I do, I'll just grind it off and fill that with a little fiberglass. But I think that's going to be the solution to trying to fix this. Of course, it's nowhere near fixed right, but I'm just trying to get it where it holds something straight. And there's a channel on the bottom of it that holds the weather strip, and the screws that hold it on are really rusty. I'd have to cut them loose, so that's not an option for now. I've got some pretty good clumps in there, and it strengthened this this panel up real good. You can see out here where it's where I did it. Looks like I might have burnt through in a couple places. I'm not really worried about that. And this door edge here is, wait, somebody tried to fill that very corner with Bondo. So I need to cut a little triangular plate and cut in there and tack it in. So that should strengthen this door up pretty good. It's solid now, or probably as solid as it was before. a lot better than it was with that big dent and busted loose for sure. I've got a little bit of dent left right there in the bottom. I'm not really going to be too concerned about it because the big giant dent's gone, and still oil canning a little bit, but I got a much better chance of getting it straight. I need to knock it out here a little bit more on the top. Now that the bottom's solid, I can probably do that. Alright, I cut me a little piece of metal out there and fit it in the door and got it clamped. Now I'm just going to start tacking and clamping it all the way around, and then I can weld my pieces on it. Well, there's that. Pretty much follows the body line straight across the bottom. Got most of the dent out, just barely a little oil can left. That's welded up, needs to be ground down, but the door closes good. I didn't ruin my lip in there for the door, for the rubber. That looks pretty good. Plenty good for what I was trying to accomplish. And it's all solid now. It's not bending or flexing. So I'll probably squirt some primer on that and call it good for now. Well, here's these Cadillac seats. I've played around with them quite a bit, oiling them up and checking wires and so forth. I got it where it goes back and forth good. Back tilt goes up and down. Forward tilt goes up and down. Both up and down. So anyway, Mr. Cadillac seat is ready to go. I'll put it all the way forward for now, and floorboard's ready. I'm going to stick it in there, dry enough to fool with. See what my seat looks like. I still gotta do my gas sending unit. I got one ordered. But anyway, we'll see what happens here with the seat. Oh, there it is with the seats in it. They're not level, and the holes didn't really fit very good. But at least I got it in, and the driver's got to go down, and but it's good enough for me, long enough. And the other side looks pretty good too. Yeah, they're not too bad of seats. They're old and cracked, but looks a lot better than it did with that old bad carpet. This seat here is, they come out of a Cadillac, so one side's a lot higher than the other. I'll have to make some spacers for them. And anyway, that'd be a project for another day to mount the seats right. And now I got all that carped out. Door closes real good, and the other door gonna close good, I'm sure. Yeah, nice and solid, especially since considering it got a bunch of rubber gone. Looks like that drawer needs adjusting. It's hitting up there at the top, but that's a fairly minor deal to adjust the door. And I got most of the dents out of that. That big dent is gone out of the door. In the middle, it's not oil canning anymore. Maybe a little bit, but I'm not really done working on that yet either. Anyway, seats are in, floor's done. Next, I guess next for the interior would be to clean up that dash and these doors and squirt a coat of primer on it, and I should be pretty much good to go in this area. Just that door. Well, that's going to be kind of it for today. Project slowly moving along. We got to get that motor out of this thing so it sits right. And oil seals. Some greasy work. But just basically a test of this camera. I know I had problems before with the sound, and it doesn't really want to zoom right. It's like an 8-foot, 6-foot minimum focus. So call it quits. Clean up my mess. It's Sunday.